Okay, sorry about that. Little technical difficulties. We're back. We're ready to go. If you're joining us for Joga today, my name is Brittany, and this is a combination of breathing, like the breathing and relaxation of yoga mixed with the biomechanics of sport. And you don't need to be an athlete to do it. There's lots of modifications. And basically, it's just like breathing with movement. And I will talk you all through that, so don't worry. But we should get started. So we'll start with our breathing. We'll go through some spinal warm-ups. We'll do some core work, some stretching, and then get into the more workout part of the class. And then, yeah, we'll just kind of flow through it. It's 45 minutes, so we should get going. So if you have a mat, make your way to the mat, and I will walk you through this breathing, okay? All right, everyone can see me here. All right, so we're just laying down. Knees are bent. Soles of the feet are on the ground. Our right hand is going to come to our low belly, and the left hand is going to rest on our chest, with the elbows just relaxing to the side. And you just want to close your eyes and you just want to focus on your breath. So just inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Just finding your natural breath. Just your natural organic inhale and exhale. Inhale through the nose and then exhale, let your jaw relax. So this is just getting rid of any anxiety or stress that's built up. Couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Okay, so using that right hand as an activation point, I'm going to talk you through this so you can always just keep your eyes closed, and trust me, it's very easy to follow along without looking at the screen. So right hand is, we're using that as an activation point because we're going to work on our belly breathing here. So focus on pressing the breathing into the lower half of your belly, not the chest, okay? So we're going to inhale for 1. Push the belly out, 2, inhale, 3, hold, exhale, empty the belly for 3, 2, and 1. Again, inhale into the belly for 1, inhale, 2, inhale, 3, and hold, exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Now moving that up into the chest, so using your left hand as an activation point, you want to feel the breath in your chest, right? So we inhale into the side ribs for 1, back ribs 2, full ribs 3, and hold. Exhale, empty out the rib cage, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale into the ribs for 1. Inhale, 2, inhale, 3, exhale, 3, 2, 1. Good, so combining both those breaths, we're gonna do belly breathing and then transfer into the chest. So we inhale into the belly for 1, inhale, 2, inhale, 3, pause and separate. Inhale into the belly, into the chest for 1. Inhale, 2. Press the chest out, 3, and hold. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, starting in the belly. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3, and hold. Separate. Inhale into the side ribs 1, back ribs 2, full ribs 3, hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, so we're reversing that. We're gonna start in the chest, moving down into the belly. So inhale into the front of the chest, 1. Inhale, side ribs, 2. Back ribs, 3. Pause, separate. Inhale into the belly for 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, into the chest for 1. Inhale, side ribs, 2. Back ribs, 3. Hold. Inhale into the belly for 1. Push the belly out, 2. Push the belly out, 3. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's take those recovery breaths. So just inhale into the nose. Exhale. Don't be afraid to open the jaw and make a ha sound on the exhale. So inhale through the nose and exhale. Good. So grabbing your right and then left, bringing both knees into the chest, interlace the fingers over top of the shins, and just massage the spine. Rock back and forth. Hug the knees. And then the right arm comes above your head as you slowly roll onto the right side. And then you're carefully going to take some time to come up into our hovering table. So all fours. So just adjust yourself. If you have a mat, adjust yourself, or just adjust yourself so you can see me here. So we're going to come into all fours here. So making sure the shoulders are on top of the wrists, legs are about hip width apart, and the hips are stacked on top of the knees, right? So from here, we're going to start our spinal warm-up. So I'll face a little bit to the side so you can see me here. But we're going to curl our toes, right, under, which draws our tailbone up and our chest comes forward. That's your inhale position. Your exhale position, you flip the toes under, you draw your belly button up to round the back and drop the head. So that's your exhale. So just working through our breath, inhale, curl the toes under, draw the chest forward, lift the head. Exhale, flip the toes under, draw the belly button up, drop the head, round out the back. So just working through our own breath here, let's do 3 of those. Inhale, forward. Exhale. Inhale, spinal extension, position 1. Exhale, spinal flexion, position 2. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to hold it here in spinal flexion. Okay? So really press the toes into the ground, draw the belly button up towards the spine, round out the back, drop the head, and keep breathing. Little sips of breath here. So you want to direct that breath between the shoulder blades. Feel it expand. And then one more breath, inhale. And exhale. And then coming back to neutral spine. Okay, and then we're going to go into our hovering table. So stay where you are. You're going to curl the toes. Make sure that core is locked in, that belly button's pressing towards the spine. Fingertips are spread nice and wide, and the hands are pointing forward. We want to lift the knees 2 inches off the floor, okay? So your goal is to stay here, okay? You don't want to lift the hips any higher. You want to be in this hovering table position. Option 1 is to lift the left foot off the ground without moving the pelvis. Extend the leg behind you. Hamstring curl the leg. Squeeze the glute to lift the heel, return back. Now we go to the right side. Lift the right side. Test the waters, extend that leg behind you without shifting the pelvis. Hamstring curl the leg. Squeeze the glutes to lift the heel, return back. All right. Then we go into our crouching downward dog from here. We lift the hips back, bringing the ribs towards the quads, right? That's our inhale. Exhale brings us forward into our hovering table. Inhale back. Exhale forward. The knees are really bent here. So I'm really just pressing my ribs towards my quads and then coming back into hovering table. Using that breath. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. 2 more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. One more and stay in crouching downward dog, but don't hold the breath. Big recovery breath. Inhale and exhale. Lower the knees to the mat or the floor. Knees wide, toes touching. Stack your fists. And we'll do our little child's pose here just to recover. So you should have felt that in the arms, through the core, the quads. Should have felt a little bit of fire. Okay, so your head's just on your stacked fists here. Rock the head side to side to get any tension out of the neck. Good. And then we'll go into our core flow. So from here, you want to reach the hands forward, extend the feet back so that you're in your plank position. Okay, bend the knees slightly, lift the hips, downward dog. Downward dog in yoga, the knees are always slightly bent, and we're on the balls of our feet. Okay. From here, inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or walk your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, half back, the hands come to your thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms up, legs are together, inner thighs are squeezing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half back, weight is in your toes. Exhale, weight shifts to your heels. Touch the floor, step back into plank. From here, we shift a little bit forward. We bend the knees 30, 60, 90. We bend the elbows 30, 60, 90. Straighten the knees, straighten the elbows. Shift forward, lift the pelvis. Inhale down, exhale, spinal extension. Back to plank, bend the knees, downward dog. Big recovery breath here. Inhale and exhale. Knees are still slightly bent here. So separating the toe joints from the foot joint, come on up onto all 10 toes. Like really force that arch in your foot. Low belly is tucked towards your spine. Front ribs to back ribs. Spread the fingers wide and be active in your shoulders and your arms, okay? We're gonna lower the right heel towards the ground on an exhale. Inhale to lift it back up. Exhale, lower the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the right. Inhale, lift. Again, left lowers and up. Right lowers and up. 2 more, left and right. Good. Bend the knees, look forward, step or walk your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, half back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms up, big breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half back. Exhale, sit low, hands to the floor, step back to plank again. We shift forward slightly, bend the knees 30, 60, 90. Bend the elbows 30, 60, 90. Straighten the knees, straighten the elbows. Shift forward, lift the pelvis. Inhale down, exhale, spinal extension. Back to plank, bend the knees, downward dog, recovery breath is here. Inhale and exhale. Good, hold it here, 1 more breath, inhale and exhale. Now we inhale, look forward, step or walk your feet to the front of the mat. Toes are touching, inner thighs are squeezing. Inhale, half back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up, okay? And then from here, I'll face the front. So toes are touching, inner thighs are squeezing, slight bend in your knees. Externally rotate the right arm, grabbing the left wrist. Inhale, exhale to the right. It's gonna fix my one screen because my head's chopped off. So just stretch to the side there. There we go. Much better. There we go. Coming back to center. Relax the arms, shrug the shoulders. Circle the arms up, let's do the other side. Okay. Externally rotate the left, grabbing the right wrist. Lift to create tension. And then bend to the side. Still squeezing the inner thighs. Low belly is pulled in. Inhale. Exhale, find more range, find more stretch. Inhale, arms come up. Drop the arms, shrug the shoulders. Okay? Fingertips come to the center like this. They're pressing together. The thumbs are just resting against your chest plate there. You inhale to sink low, weight is in your heels. You exhale, rotate to the right. Squeezing the inner thighs. Try not to shift the knees one in front of the other. Inhale again. Exhale, find more range. Twist from the belly button up. Keep the hips forward. Inhale, look front. Reach the arms, sit a little bit lower. Exhale, spring forward. Inhale, half back. Up here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half back, your weight is in your toes. Exhale, transfer the weight to your heels. Stay here, hands come to the side. Come on to the toes of your left foot. Okay, so my foot is arch position here. Dorsiflex flex the ankle. Step that foot back into a lunge. Okay, we're going to draw the arms up. Bend the back knee, so we're in this double staggered lunge position, okay? If you want, you can lift the front heel, okay? As long as that knee is tracking over the second and third toe, that's fine, okay? Just control it, that it's not wobbly, right? So we exhale, lower, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, inhale, lift. Two more, exhale, lower, inhale, lift, exhale. Exhale, lower, stay there. Lower the front heel. We exhale, arms sweep forward. We extend the back leg. We press into the front heel. We inhale, bend the back leg, arms come up. Let's do 3 of those. So exhale, forward. Inhale, lunge. One more. Hold it in your lunge. Arms come out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, spinal rotation here. Twist. Shift the weight forward to extend that back leg. Arms come into the center position again. Fingertips pressing. And you exhale, rotate, press into the front heel. Feel that left hip draw forward. And then inhale, look forward, extend the arms, place them on the ground, step back to plank. Okay, feet come together here. We're going into a side plank. Rotate onto the lateral side of your left foot, drawing the right arm up like a bow and arrow. And we're gonna hold this here today for 3 breaths. So inhale and exhale. Looking up at that top arm if you can. Squeeze the inner thighs, feet are stacked on top of each other. One more breath, inhale. And then from here, we look down, we tap the hip, coming back into our plank, separate the feet. Options here are to stay here for our push-ups or lower the knees down. We come into our fist position. Yeah, you'll probably feel those knuckles crack. And we do 4 push-ups. We exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, squeeze the shoulder blades, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Bring the hands back to normal. Bring your feet back up if you have them on the ground. And then just recovery breath here. Inhale and exhale. Shift the weight forward, tilt the pelvis. Inhale, chest to the ground. Exhale, spinal extension. Back to plank. Bend the knees, lift the hips, downward dog. Big recovery breath. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. Inhale, look forward, separate walk your feet to the front of the mat. We inhale, half back. Feel that stretch in the back of the hamstrings here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms circle up. Hands come together. We're going into the left spinal. So hands come together. We inhale, lower. Weight is in the heels. Exhale, draw the belly button in, but twist to your left. So keep the knees together, inner thighs squeezing. Inhale again. Exhale, find more range. Inhale, look forward, bring your shoulders back, sit even lower, extend the arms out. We're gonna do some retraction here with the arms. So draw your shoulders down and back. We pull the elbows back to squeeze here. That's your inhale. Exhale, forward. Inhale, squeeze. Sit low, weight is in your heels. Try to lift the toes off the ground. That's where your weight should be. Inner thighs are squeezing. Low belly's in. Shoulders back and down. One more. Pulls it out. Hands come forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half back. We're going to go into that lunge series on the other side. So weight comes to your heels, right? We stay here, our hands come here. Let me just shift on the angle here. So we're here, lift the heel, flip the foot up, find the balance, step back to your lunge, okay? Inhale, arms come up as you bend the back leg into the double stacked lunge here. Lift the front heel if you want. Okay, adjust yourself if you need to. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more, exhale down. And then exhale, stay down, lower the front heel, and then exhale forward to sweep your hands. Straighten the back leg. Inhale takes you back to that lunge as the arms swing up. Exhale, forward. Inhale back. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, find your lunge. Arms come to the side, right? Stay there. And then we exhale, spinal rotation, okay? Then you shift forward, extending that back leg, drawing the hands in together, press the fingertips together, thumb is on the chest plate there, and then exhale, try to twist a little bit further. Inhale, head comes back to the front, extend the arms out to the ground, step back to that plank. We're gonna go into that side plank on the other side. So feet come together, inner thighs are squeezing right away. Go onto the lateral side of your right, drawing your left arm up carefully, slowly, control. Hold it here for 3 breaths. Lift the hips, squeeze the obliques. Feet are double stacked. 1 more breath. We look down, we tap the hip. Coming into plank, separate the feet. 4 more push-ups, so stay here if you want, or lower the knees down. We come into fingertip push-ups. If these are not your friend, go back into your fist push-ups, okay? So again, we exhale to lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. 2 more. Use that breath to power the movement. Good. Hands come back to normal. Step into plank. We shift forward. We go through the core flow. Shift the hips down. Spinal extension. Back to plank. Little bend. Lift the hips. Downward dog. Big recovery breath. And then we bend the knees, step or walk your feet to the front of the mat. Going through our breathing sequence again. Inhale, half back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Big exhale, forward. Inhale, weight is in your toes. Exhale, sit low, weight comes to your heels. Step to the floor. Step it back to plank. Going into our fire breaths, okay? So the top teeth are pressing against the bottom lip, making little sounds. And then at the same time, you should feel your stomach do little contractions. We're gonna do 30 of those. If you wanna place the knees on the ground, that's fine too. As long as that belly button's pulling up towards the spine. Here we go, 30 of them. Your belly should be making little jolts. Five, four, three, two, one. Big recovery breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the knees. Stack your fists. And let's just breathe here. Good. Nice big belly breaths. Inhale. Rock the head side to side again, like we did at the beginning of the class. And then if you need to grab a drink, do that now, and then we'll go into our stretches, okay? Stretches are gonna be the ending of the class. We'll do final relaxation. But for the first stretch, keep your knees where they were. So I'm just gonna face the side so you guys can see me. But my knees are wide, my toes are touching, okay? Options for hands. You can have them back here on your fingertips, or you can bring them, I'll show you in a minute, but pretty much you can bring them to your heels once you get into position. So we're gonna be focusing on stretching the quads and our hip flexors up through our belly into our shoulders. So fingertips are here. If you have really tight shoulders, bring it a little bit wider. Okay, so first lift the chest, and then you're gonna lift the hips, okay, to come into this position here. Okay, if you want, this is when you can bring your hands to your heels. Okay, you really wanna open the chest. You wanna draw the hips forward. You wanna squeeze the glute, and you wanna breathe. So take big breaths. Inhale. One more breath. Carefully bring your hands back to the ground and then lower the hips. Good. Okay. Let's come into our pigeon pose. So make sure there's room behind you for this next stretch. So wherever you are, walk a little bit forward. Knees are together, toes are together, low belly's drawn in. I'm just shifting my weights onto my knees slightly so I lift my toes off the ground a little bit. Then just wag back and forth. And then your toes are gonna end off to the left side. Your left leg is gonna pick up and extend behind you, okay? And then just walk your hands back so you're up like this. Your back leg, you want to keep the toe tucked. All right, you want to draw that left hip forward so your hips are squared to the front. And if you look at me from the front, I'm not out here with my leg, it's directly behind my hip. Okay? Alrighty. So if you want, you can lower yourself down if that's where you want to take your stretch today. But just keep that back toe tucked under. Try to keep that knee nice and straight. You're still breathing through the stretch. One more big breath, inhale and exhale. And then slowly come back up to your fingertips here. To go into the other side, we're going to bring that right leg back into plank. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to go into downward dog. And we're just going to walk out the legs here. So this one, you can kind of shift the hips more freely. And then lower the knees to the floor. Walk yourself forward. We'll do that on the other side. Just make sure you have room behind you. So again, knees are together, squeezing the inner thighs. Just rock the feet back and forth. Feet end to your right this time. You step the right foot back, directly behind the hip, okay? As much as possible. And again, pull that right leg or hip forward so that you're square to the front. That back toe is tucked under. If you want, take yourself down to the floor. And just very important to breathe through your stretches so you're not holding any tension or stress. And then you're getting the most out of your stretch too. It's natural to kind of like freeze up as we stretch because it's like, you know, it's like a good hurt. But you got to remind yourself to like go through those breathing exercises so that over time your body is getting a better stretch and less chance of injury. In your daily activities, maybe you're an athlete, so breathing is really, really important. Good, and then bring yourself back up. Step that foot back into plank like the first time, and then just lower the knees down, and we're gonna flip our feet around to the front now. Okay, I'm gonna fix my mat for a better angle for you guys. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit more of like some hip flex, not hip flexor, but the hip area stretching, and then our spine too. So for this one, the right leg comes over top of the left knee. Make sure this foot is flexed, okay? Arms are just out to the side for right now. And then the right knee just falls to the ground as the left knee also falls to the ground. Like the inside of your left knee should be pointing towards the floor. And then your arms are at the side. Just flip the palms up and rotate the shoulders out so that your arms are in these like 90-degree angles. So you should feel this in your hips and then through your spine and a little bit in the shoulders, because if you have tight shoulders, that one shoulder is going to want to lift off the ground slightly, but try to force it down. The head is looking the opposite way that your knees are pointed. So if your knees are to the right, your head is looking to the left. And vice versa if you're on the other side. And just remember to breathe, fill those side ribs with a lot of breath, and then exhale. And to come back to the center before we go the other side, just flip the arms down, fix that first, then lift the legs. Place the foot on the ground. Adjust the hips if you need to. Make sure they're square. The left foot comes over top of the right. Slowly drop the left knee towards the left side. Right knee follows. Head is looking the opposite way. Flip those arms up. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Adjust the arms. Adjust the head. Bring the knees and everything back to the center. Good. Drawing the right leg in towards the chest, interlace the hands over top of the shins, flex the foot. Okay, draw that knee towards the chest. Really squeeze the knee towards the chest. And then exhale, release. Inhale, bring the knee in. Exhale, release. Extend that leg straight up to the ceiling. Hands now come behind the hamstring, or if you have more flexibility, just as long as that knee is straight, the hands can come behind the calf muscle here, but just be careful of the knee joint, okay? And then from here, we lift the head, neck, and shoulders, extend the leg down, and then relax the head, neck, and shoulders. So both legs are straight, both feet are flexed here. All right, so just hold this stretch. Try to get that knee as straight as possible. Energy through the heel, breathing. Draw the tailbone down and out towards that bottom leg, right? We want the tailbone resting on the floor. We don't want it lifted. And then the left arm comes to the right outside of the leg. The right arm extends out from the shoulder. And we draw that leg across, focusing on our IT band stretch. So keep that leg as straight as possible. And like the other one, the shoulder stays on the ground. As soon as that shoulder lifts off the ground, bring your leg back up slightly more, okay? And then come back to center carefully. We don't want to move too fast. Bend that knee, grabbing the other leg. Let's do that all on the other side. So inhale, draw the leg in towards the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw the knee in. Exhale, release. Straighten the leg, carefully, slowly, nice control. Hands come to the outside, or sorry, behind your hamstring. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Extend the right leg down. Put your head back on the floor. Both legs are straight, both feet are flexed. Try to get that nice stretch behind your hamstring. And then the right hand comes to the outside of the left calf here. Other arm extends from the shoulder. And then carefully bring that leg across to twist. Don't hold the breath though. You should feel this from your hip bone to your knee. That's what we want to focus on, is that IT band that runs right there. And then also you want to feel this in the spine. Good. Carefully bring that leg back to center. Lower the leg. Bring the other leg up. And let's just grab both legs here, massage the spine. Hug your knees in. And then we'll go into our final relaxation for the class. So this is up to you if you want to bring your feet to the ground, keeping your knees bent. Or if you want to extend the legs fully out, relax the arms to the side, palms facing up so that your shoulders can be heavy and open and relaxed. And I suggest closing your eyes and just letting your body be completely free and heavy. And then just focus back on that breath, that inhale. How does that feel or sound on that exhale? Just back to those organic, natural breaths. Let your feet flop out. Let your hips relax. Maybe listen to, I'm not sure what's surrounding you. I can hear cars, I can hear birds. Sometimes focusing in on those sounds can be really relaxing. And I'm going to give you another minute of complete silence to just relax and stay there and breathe. Maybe think of something positive for the rest of your day. I always think of that. Set an intention for the day. And then carefully start wiggling your hands and toes. Maybe shift your legs back and forth. If your legs are not bent already, bring your feet in. And then one more time, we'll give our knees a big squeeze, rock it side to side. And then slowly roll onto your right side like the beginning of class. Carefully making your way to cross-legged position. Preferably keeping your eyes shut. If you can, come up to a cross-legged position. And our hands just come to heart center today. Again, focus in on that intention that you might have made for the rest of the day. Maybe a goal that you want to smash. And just take 2 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And slowly open your eyes, regain focus. And I just want to thank you for joining me today. It was lovely being back. And enjoy the sunshine. And anything else you have going on, just enjoy. Be positive. Be nice to yourself. And thank you for joining once again. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much.